his ham and eggs on, man. Don't be dissing.
Yeah, exactly. Right when we're about to go live, Carl shows up. Just the great best timing. Yeah, so
he's about to do what he's doing.
This is the E3 Day 2 post show. Much better than the Day 1 post show.
You mean the Xbox recap show?
The Xbox recap, basically. And the Outerhaven invasion here
Square, right?
Yeah, we're talking a little bit. Yeah, a little bit, I guess. So we got everybody from the Outerhaven here. Keith Mitchell, Karl Smart, Kyle Simcox, Matt, Paul. How y'all doing, man?
Great.
Fantastic.
Great. Like 20 to
tired. I want to go to sleep.
I also want to go to sleep.
Well,
3 o'clock till 6 o'clock in the morning is not the best times for me to sit there and try and do anything with friggin' press stuff over in the US.
Oh, come on. You're fine.
Who needs look, I don't even believe in sleep anymore. That was my last 2 months ago in tax season. What is sleep? It's a lie.
I have tennis and I fully believe in sleep. Yes.
Oh, you believe in sleep. It's propaganda.
When I go to sleep, I feel better.
Believe that sleep exists, except it just doesn't happen properly.
It's propaganda by the mattress companies. We all know that. Come on, guys. Think your third eye here.
Just more mattresses and sheets.
All right.
And I'm already a fan of Carl's background there with the Spider-Man 300 and the 299 deck there.
Yeah, thanks. There's another.
I have the same issues over there somewhere.
Where I see nothing.
I have his. I have the Secret Wars one too, where he gets the suits. Just somewhere else back there.
Got that
Do
as well.
not get him talking about Marvel. Don't.
Over here.
Oh man, let's talk about that new X-Men comics. They've been slapping.
All right. Before we get going on other
comics,
Let's
This is your job, buddy. You need to keep us on track.
Okay, I'm doing it right now. So let's get on with it. Obviously, Xbox is the talk of the town today. They had, I thought, was a really terrific showcase from everything that they showed. Some of the people that I had on the reaction pod were not in that same boat. But I mean, what did y'all like out of the most out of the stuff that was shown up for Xbox? Keith, what do you think?
Me? Oh my God. Forza Horizon, Redfall. I'm actually writing an article about Redfall right now. Holy crap. I did not expect that game.
Which one was Redfall? Was that the arcane one?
That's
yeah.
That was
one more thing
right at the end.
The one they were saving that nobody knew was coming out. Nobody.
Yeah, that one was great.
It wasn't leaked. It was just like, oh, hey, by the way, one more thing for you. So there was that. Still hyped about Halo Infinite. I'm still confused. People were telling me it wasn't Cortana. Other people were telling me it was Cortana. I don't know who the hell that was.
Yeah, I was confused too.
I was too, honestly. That's why I said I don't think it's her.
I loved. See, this is the problem. I love pretty much everything. The Outer Worlds 2 trailer was awesome because they made fun of itself. That was fantastic. It was so good.
Funny.
They didn't take themselves seriously whatsoever. I loved the announcement of Grounded, the Shroom and Doom update. When I was watching it with Carl and he got pissed off because of the spider.
They took the arachnophobia mode off right there. In front of
it was like, oh, you can change it. Like, okay.
Oh yeah, you can change it, but what's the fucking point?
People that
it's a lot less scary. It becomes like an egg white with like a puffball attached to it.
Yeah.
Well, I still know it's a spider.
I mean,
I guess that's true.
There were so many things, but those are the ones that stood out the most for me. And also the Xbox fridge, because I've been wanting one of those things for a minute. So I'm glad to see we can actually buy them this holiday season. We're going to be fighting to buy a refrigerator, and they'll be taken by the scalpers. Can you believe that?
I want one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot one more thing. Sorry. The Ayuden Chronicle.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. I kickstarted that game. Yeah. So.
And the fact that they're making 2 of them.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I kickstarted this game once upon a time ago. What the hell? I haven't heard anything about it. Here you go.
Yeah, they mentioned that in the updates. If you got the emails, they were working on another project because they hit over their. They needed what $200,000, but they get like $500,000. So it's like, get that money.
They were like, oh, by the way, we're doing great.
We're doing great. Yeah, I always kept up with them. What I'm really happy for the Microsoft thing is that Todd Howard didn't make an ass of himself. That was a Round of applause. That was the first time for everything.
Todd Howard was there for like a couple of minutes, and it was like, all right, bye, get off.
And they started the show with him too.
He came out and talked, and then he was gone.
Exactly. He didn't make an ass of himself. That was like, this Microsoft purchase is great for him. You just let people see he's alive, and you put him back in the corner, and he'll come back again. It's great stuff. I support this. This is a pro Microsoft move, guys. I support Microsoft doing this. Keep up the strategy. Keep it up.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't see a lot of Starfield, really, but there was something, and that was good. And November 11th, 2022.
They only really showed that to piss off the PlayStation people. I'm like, look, we're tired.
Just put that rumor to rest. Yeah,
this is exclusive to Xbox. Done. Goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, we all kind of knew that. The purchase deal was happening after, what was it? Oh, I forgot the name of the game I wanted to get. Deathloop. After Deathloop, it's like, all right, it's all real now. Just accept it. I don't know what else you
but the problem with that is there was still the realm of possibility because everybody's like, Microsoft still might put this over there. And everybody's like, well,
I mean, Microsoft being
the biggest games, they're not going to do that.
Yeah,
sure
Microsoft being a good guy is only when PR is available. That's it. When PR is available, they'll be a good guy. Otherwise, don't worry. Think about it.
So that's been shot. Nobody's getting it on PlayStation. And you know what?
That's all good.
I don't agree with it, as I said before, but what can you do? That's just the nature of the beast now. Sucks, but sorry.
I mean, that's just how it is. I'm glad that we didn't get. It doesn't mean it won't happen down the line, but I'm glad we didn't get some kind of other purchase announcement in this thing.
Oh yeah.
Which I don't think they would do at one of those anyway.
That we didn't.
I just don't think that's the stage for that. Like they did it with these smaller ones, right? But like, I don't know.
Yeah, the Inside Xbox or wherever they are.
Yeah.
I think they just wanted to say this just to show their games and also not to cause any issues on the internet. Because can you imagine them announcing an acquisition right now?
Yeah, I mean, other than them saying like a solo studio or something.
That would be that would be a power move indeed. But would it be a smart move? That's a different thing.
I don't think. I mean, one, I don't think Valve would sell.
No, they won't. No.
Could Microsoft afford Valve?
No, I don't know.
No.
They're huge.
Gabe Newell will never accept anything with a 3 in it.
Yep.
We'll offer you $3 million. Pass.
Seems like we're getting another Half-Life with the way the VR game ends.
Yeah, eventually.
But speaking of Half-Life, sort of things that remind us of Half-Life, Stalker 2 was a thing.
Yeah.
Which Keith and I were sort of going, okay, this could be good.
I like the weather effects and the lightning coming out from that building and stuff like that.
Well, it's cool seeing him use the gun and then he walks outside and it's like a lightning storm. That was a really cool moment.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be a rather drab game, but that's what soccer is. So
again, it reminds me a lot of Metro, and I love the Metro series, so I'm all aboard.
Yeah, I said earlier, I'm looking forward to getting that next gen upgrade for Metro, so I can finally beat Exodus.
Oh, you haven't beat that game? Oh, that's such a good game.
I started it, and then I think I missed something, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back and just kind of go back a save or two and put it down. Never picked it back up for some reason. I just got backlogged.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's such a good game.
Yeah,
that's good.
I think
go ahead. I thought that game Replaced looked really slick.
Oh, Replaced looked great. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I've ever seen pixels look that amazing.
Really cool animations and stuff. You're watching it. I'm pretty excited about that one. And Somerville, the one that's by the
one of the Playdead guys.
Playdead, yeah. That looks good too.
There was a lot of. The Outer Worlds 2 trailer was actually funny because we thought it was Fable at first.
Yeah,
the way that they did it. Yeah,
we had no idea what that was, but we were applauding that the entire way. The self-referential of, here's the main character in Silhouette because we don't actually have a character model. And final shot is a logo because we haven't produced anything else.
Very self-aware trailer. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it's like what he said too. I thought Forza looked really good because I mean I don't know if you remember, but I couldn't tell if that volcano shot was in game or like a real picture. That looked really good.
Yeah, it was good.
Keith is still cleaning up his drool after that
I
one.
was watching it. I was watching the 4K footage of it, and I was like, and it's funny because in my review of Forza Horizon 4, I was like, how are they going to top this game?
Yep.
Here they go. They topped it.
Like every time they would show the footage of just something there, and then all of a sudden the cars coming, I'm like, holy crap, that is just amazing looking. And then Flight Simulator 2 looked pretty
that
awesome.
game looks really good too.
Flight Simulator. One of my pirate dreams. Oh man! I mean, I'm looking forward to Outer Worlds. I like the first game, and it's the fact that Obsidian is just an FU to Bethesda, and the fact they made a game. The more games they make, the more I feel like that pettiness in their heart is a part of me now. Like I love it. I support everything they do, regardless how bad. It's okay. Just keep on making the games. Just do what you got to do.
Yeah, I think like for me, I also like you mentioned Pirates, Sea of Thieves. I have no interest in Sea of Thieves, but getting that Jack Sparrow combination with Disney, I mean,
it's a fantastic crossover.
That sold me on that.
Yeah.
See if
I'm not sold on the game itself. I've watched a lot of friends play it, and I'm just not really.
I wouldn't
into the game, but the Jack Sparrow thing, like I'm looking at it going, okay, it's logical. It's a logical crossover where it's like. Right. Taking advantage, and it'll bring a lot of new players into it because there are still a lot of Pirates of the Caribbean fan. And the guys they got in to do the voices, I don't know if the Johnny Depp one we were able to find out wasn't actually Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
But
the rest of it,
it's a Kingdom Hearts guy,
yeah.
But like the guys that they got in to do the voices are practically like spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty good about that.
I enjoy it a lot. So I don't know. It looks like a big expansion, especially if they make it as cinematic as the trailer was.
Yeah.
So
the Requiem for me as well. Like didn't expect that, and then just great.
And that is so. If you haven't played the first game, you need to go play it. It's an amazing game. You must play.
You should.
The game is fantastic.
I'm wondering if Xbox is going to buy a Sobo at some point. Because they just do so much with them.
That has been a rumor. So, and it's exclusive, it looks like. I don't know if it's timed or not.
And it's current gen only as well.
No, I don't think. Wow. No. I don't think that's exclusive.
No.
Nope.
I mean, it might be like console launch exclusive for a while.
I thought that's what I saw. That might have been what I saw. But there was a lot of console launch exclusives on there. I could just be getting my games confused.
I like that the Party Animals one. Reminded me a lot of like Gang Beasts. It was just so silly, and I'm like, "What is this?"
That's the game that was reminding me of Gang Beasts. Yes.
Yeah.
I couldn't put the finger on it at the time. I'm just like, we were just making fun of it for being a furry thing.
What you got against furries, buddy?
I mean, you want to go into that furries? I mean, you want to talk about degeneracy? You want to talk about that? Like, come on, man. We're on a pure Christian podcast here.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Yeah, right.
So the podcast ends with a prayer every time.
Yeah, exactly. Lord bless us that Todd Howard will bless me with his game design, so all my games are glitches just like him. Bless me.
And we're gonna get some. We're gonna get some letter from Bethesda, though.
Yeah,
man over here.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Be like, oh well. If your email glitched through my system, you're doing your job right. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, at least all the Yakuza games are on Game Pass now.
I mean, as a Sony boy, I'm glad more people playing it. So Yakuza is a great series. I do recommend everyone play it. Yeah.
Except we still haven't.
My favorite game.
Except we still haven't got Dead Cells in that collection yet.
Yeah.
We don't have
Dead Souls.
And we don't have Forgotten.
Yeah, we don't have Dead Souls. We don't have Ishin. Ishin's the samurai one, so we don't got those.
I want the samurai one, but they've talked about remaking that one. So
yeah, they have. Yeah, good times.
Hopefully, hopefully Judgment gets put on at some point as well, because it seems weird that you have all the other ones and you don't have.
It's got to be coming at this point. Everything else.
Judge. Well, they got a sequel to Judgment, so you may get Judgment 1 before Judgment 2. I don't know.
Yeah. And then the surprise, the rumor that we said Yeah, I posted. I was like, "Did y'all hear about the rumor with Back 4 Blood on Game Pass?" And then, of course, it is day one on Game Pass, which I think is great for that game.
And even more so, it sounds like it's going to be console exclusive to the Xbox.
So
to begin with.
I was
from
looking
what the trailer was,
and I couldn't find anything. I asked our PR guy WB, and they have said nothing to me. So that's interesting.
Did it say console launch exclusive at the beginning?
Tomorrow at the. Did they have a show tomorrow?
No, it was today.
Oh, was it today?
Yeah.
It might still be. It might still be on everything. My local EB game still has PS4 and PS5 versions up on the site. So.
No, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's coming. Everything. I think it's just going to be. The fact that it's on Game Pass day one already is a win.
Come on, cross-play between PC and Xbox. Let's go.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely going to be happening with the Game Pass now. So, look, the fact that there was stuff that people are asking for that they didn't show, I think says a lot about the fact that, Xbox showed the games today.
It's still coming to PlayStation, so it might be a console exclusive time.
We might as well, help the competition, I guess. Gotta help. Like, we're gonna be good guys, because the PR.
Yeah. Does anybody care about Battlefield 2042 at this point?
No.
A little bit.
Cool.
I do. I think it looks fantastic. I don't like the price hike. I think they're ripping people off with that.
Oh yeah, exactly.
That $10 price hike because they're going to charge microtransactions and half season passes.
Exactly.
So that $10 is just going to wash out. They're screwing people over.
Yeah, but it won't matter because EA just like Activision. They're going to charge that people are going to buy it and. People are just going to keep doing it. So
I'm just going to spend the same money I was going to spend on like the Ultimate Edition on the Xbox One version and get that update that comes with it.
I will say the trailer looked cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Kyle, did you play Battlefield 1? I didn't. I wasn't a fan of going back to World War II.
I didn't like 1 at all. I liked
1 was
5 better on a multiplayer level, but
I think the last Battlefield I played was the let's have a look. Hardline.
Hardline was fun.
Yeah, I like Hardline.
Hardline was broken.
Hardline was okay. The campaign was a little ridiculous because at one point, you weren't a cop anymore, but you were still arresting people. So.
Isn't that real life though? So it was good for the people. But yeah,
I don't know. The opening had me like breaking down doors in the hood, so
Yeah, it's working out.
Pretty much.
Everyone gets theirs. But I'm excited for the new Battlefield. I do agree with Kyle. It's like they're just it's exploitive gaming. So
yeah, the gameplay looks phenomenal. Like the sandstorm coming in and the tornado storm up, that looked great. But it's real hard to like.
All the browns and grays looked really good.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's more, son.
What is this, fucking 2002?
I mean, at least they had that Shredders game. They just had everything, with the snow, so it kind of counterbalanced that.
But I disagree. I really agree with Kyle. It's like they're gonna hammer with fist people. That's what sucks. It's like I just feel like I think I had to talk this time on our own Spectator podcast. I have a very different opinion nowadays when it comes with gaming and pricing. Like I can't be seeing myself getting charged with money when you're gonna charge extras. Well, I don't feel the value's worth it. But hey, they're gonna do what they're gonna do.
Yeah. Business is business.
Business is business.
But speaking of business, we're getting supposedly more games today on Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah. Well, we're getting all the Bethesda stuff.
Yeah.
What did they say? 30 games or something like that?
I was surprised at all the Fallouts. Now, basically, everything's complete from Bethesda almost. Like, you got all the Fallouts for PC. Doom is back.
Doom.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein 2 is back.
Wolfenstein, yeah. It's time to speed run.
Rage, Dishonored, Oxflaxus. Yeah, I've got the list on the side screen here.
Yeah. I mean,
but it's funny. Fallout 1, 2, and Tactics is only on PC.
Well, that's because they're only PC games. So.
Yeah.
Come on. We all know the Xbox is just a giant PC, so
At least, be honest. At least,
chop, Microsoft, chop. Come on, let's go. Put them on Xbox consoles. In the company, tell them do it. Remastered editions. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. Slap that HD remake thing. It's not remade, and boom, you get the extra money in the bank.
Look at how much nicer made these textures, guys.
Yeah, it's like,
but then again, they're doing things like Fallout 76, Steel Rain, and the Pit.
Yeah,
which I'm sure nobody really cares about.
I don't. I mean, I've tried. I've given it multiple chances. Since like the NPC update came out, like I've tried, and I just don't like it.
Can't.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Game Pass, the fact that they had 27 games plus those 10 Game Pass day one when they come out, that's pretty amazing.
They're looking at what were they saying? It's like one every month or something like that.
Yeah. Yep. Once a new game every month, or
like
a game every month.
Nice.
I'm just having a quick look here again. Like, I'm sorry if I keep looking off screen. Yakuza Like a Dragon on June 13th. Then we got Dark Alliance on the 22nd of June. The Ascent on 29th of June. Hades on 13th of August.
Yeah.
12 minutes on August 19th, which could be a very interesting game, that one.
Psychonauts after that, which I'm so excited for.
Psychonauts is August 25th. Flight Simulator on July 27th. What else we got?
Age of Empires 4, I think, is that.
October.
Yeah.
Back for Blood in October. Among Us later as well.
Sable's going to be on Game Pass.
Yeah, they're really pushing. They're really pushing Game Pass heavy in this one.
Yeah.
I mean, it is their highest grossing item. I mean, they got to get people want it.
Can I get the Xbox mini fridge on Game Pass?
Maybe get your Xbox sponsorship.
Yo, that'd be awesome. Everybody who subscribes to Game Pass gets a fridge. There you go.
They should do that.
They should at least let you get your foot in the door first.
Yes.
And I agree.
Other than you spending $1,000 on a VHS tape.
Look at your history. PlayStation does that. Look at how long you've been a subscriber to PlayStation and give them first access, first dibs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Versus, here you go. Oh, they're on eBay for $10,000.
Seems legit.
But I will say congratulations to Xbox for actually getting an actual JRPG on the console.
Yeah,
that's not like a Final Fantasy remake or something or remaster.
Yeah.
Well, hey, they got Dragon Quest on there. They got Yakuza Like a Dragon.
I mean,
yeah. I mean, the fact that they got all the Yakuzas in one place, I think that's still pretty crazy.
Like a Dragon is a fantastic JRPG. You should all play it if you haven't.
Yeah,
I love that game.
It's still weird to me they can get Yakuza series, but they can't get other stuff from Sega or Atlas. So. Yeah.
Well, those Atlas games are kind of exclusive, and I don't think Phil speaks Japanese, so just leave it out there, okay?
I mean, Tales is coming to the Xbox. Come on now.
Tales of Arise is coming out. I
was just saying on Sega's end that Bandai Namco is always willing to work with them. It seems like
Bandai Namco would do the best they can,
Yeah. I guess the Scarlet Nexus rumor was debunked there by not announcing it. So,
well, that's okay because I reserved it.
What? Coming to Game Pass?
No, that was probably debunked by the fact they didn't announce it there.
No, they debunked that a couple days ago. We wrote about it.
Yeah, they said it like right. It was like, nope. What, Thursday, Friday?
They was like, no, it's not coming. Stop it, please.
Yeah, don't do that because we have a deal. We have a thing with marketing with Sony as well. So please
don't say that, please.
Like a Dragon got leaked a little bit because I guess it went for sale with the Game Pass subscription. It was popping up for people. So
that stuff happened. I mean, the game's been out for a year now, or 6 months.
Yeah, it's true. You've had all the other Yakuzas. So it was only a matter of time.
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah, like Xbox really just had, like I said, they had a lot of stuff they could have left. They left off the table because they wanted to make sure everything that they announced was Game Pass for the most part, except for the 3 that they didn't. And honestly, nobody was ever expecting Battlefield, Far Cry, or Diablo 2 Resurrected to be one of those games. So,
or even Halo Infinite.
I was about to see Diablo.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think they were like, "We showing them enough. That's enough. We don't want to do it. We don't want to kill them."
They kept it a good clip too. They didn't it just kept going. No, let's talk to a dev for 20 minutes and whatever.
It's like as if they learned all the lessons that another Japanese company did at their game shows. It's like they learned. Like they learning. I'm impressed by them. The big brain they got going on right there.
But I will say, even though we got to see more of Far Cry 6, and I know a lot of people are getting sick of seeing it and just want to play it.
They really are
but they
shove it down our throats at this point.
Hey, come on. A punk rock rooster that attacks people? I am down.
Hey,
yeah.
Give me my attack rooster, goddammit.
Now.
I don't care about that rooster. I care about the poor puppy in the wheelchair.
Yeah, the poor dog, man. That's
what, the one that brings you explosives? No wonder he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
He's a crazy little bastard.
But I mean,
puppy went boom one too many times.
Moving on from that, I mean, like Square-Enix, that was
oh my
Guardians.
God.
That the total opposite,
one
right?
thing
Guardians for 20 minutes.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I was actually quite impressed by it. Like as a fan of the comic books and everything.
Thank you.
I quite enjoyed seeing what they've produced, being actually very faithful to the comics.
Yes, this is exactly
they could have gone the easy cash route and made it like the movies.
No, they could have.
I would say it's a little like the movies, but at least the visuals.
It's a nice
at least with Quill.
But it's better than anything they showed for Avengers, hands down.
I mean, to be fair, Avengers was failed in the gate, man. I mean, the demo was nice, but that's about them. Like, oh, this is a real game. What are you doing out here?
I like Avengers to the point where like I play it when the updates come out, but like really like between that,
then you're in for a treat.
You're in for a treat, pal.
Yeah, like I play both Hawkeye updates. I'm gonna play Wakanda, but once I get through all that, I'm not gonna do.
You're gonna put it right back.
Gonna be like it's
exactly. Yeah, it's not like.
And then I'll wait for the next character update if it is still being supported.
That was the thing with the DLCs for Avengers. Like I got a review copy when it came out. I couldn't be bothered playing it, and all the DLC eventually ended up being free on PlayStation anyway.
Yeah.
So
it's all free because it's all microtransactions. So all the expansions are free. You just buy skins.
Yeah,
but this
I appreciate the skin you get for Peter Quill though if you pre-order it. I love that one. It's one of my favorite Star-Lord costumes.
The sort of flashback type stuff. I love the Rocket Raccoon in the little zoot suit.
I like the Raccoon with the goatee. I like his little goatee.
I'm used to the MCU voices from the movie, so I'm like, oh, it doesn't sound like him.
Well, even the cartoon voices would have been better, but
I think one of the weird routes is they didn't go with Nolan North to do Rocket, which he's done Rocket. I think he did it in like the Marvel Heroes game, and he did a pretty good job at it.
He's probably busy doing something.
Nolan North is expensive. You should know. Yeah, Nolan North is expensive. Him and Troy Baker cost a lot of dineros.
Well, I mean, they already had him for Avengers, so like they're probably like, let's not do that again. Like pay all this money.
That could be a lot. Yeah.
You know, I think they're a little bit more trepidatious with Guardians as for, especially what happened at their Avengers. It's like, do we want to spend, buttloads for the voice actors, and then this doesn't do it very well. Like, remember at the E3 where they announced it, they had a whole sit down with all the voice actors because it was supposed to be like the top of the line.
Yeah. So it would be like, here are the Avengers. And they all had them out on. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So they definitely didn't want to do that for this one. I do appreciate that they like look like the comics more, at least. I think Star-Lord's going to be the biggest contrast because we're so used to Chris Pratt, like the way he looks and everything.
I like I think the scripting and the humor in this was really well done.
Yeah, I like the choices. So I think there's like choices. Yeah, you can work with your team and like.
Let's see what Groot says.
Like even at the end, before they even decide to do the thing that they tell them at the last minute, like, oh well, do you want to sell Groot now? Like,
no, I liked it when they got to the chasm and Drax is like, I will throw the puny little creature and yeet.
And it's like Rocket's gonna remember that.
Rocket is furious at you because you egged on Drax to do it.
I like the stuff with the music as well, where you use
you mean the multiple copyright strikes?
Did you guys watch the non-DMCA version? It's I Need a Hero. It's fantastic.
The game is not going to be stream friendly whatsoever. It's going to be so bad.
That was done on purpose.
It's going to be hard to stream that game.
Yep.
I appreciate Square-Enix though delivering a free DMCA version for people that were streaming today. That's nice.
I would like to. I hope that they do something like what was it, Cyberpunk did, where you could actually change the options in the music to not play the copyrighted tracks. Like something like that, especially for Guardians, would be great for people who stream it.
Yeah, what do you guys think of the combat? I heard a lot of people didn't like the whole giving them orders and.
Oh, I loved it.
I don't know why you would.
I mean, it's like
single player game.
People may want to not talk about it. This game kind of reminds me. It reminded me a lot of Mass Effect. So it's like, oh,
yeah, I said that too.
Yeah, I was like, this is Mass Effect. So this is cool. Okay, I mean, Guardians. Sorry, Guardians. It's Mass Effect. It's been fun.
Well, but you didn't want your 4-player co-op Guardians where you get to control them all.
I think that would have been a bonus if it was just like, a linear action adventure game where you could have friends play the other Guardians.
I mean,
but as long as it wasn't a live service game like the Avengers, then I think they could have made it.
It would have been the Avengers if they went down that route, though. They would have gone for that type of thing.
It could have been Marvel Alliance.
Marvel. Well, that's Ravensoft. You can't. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were trying to make sure that they didn't step on anyone's toes there in case there was. I don't know if they would even do a Marvel Ultimate Alliance 4 at this point, but
you have to call Raven for that. Though they need
to put 3 on the consoles we actually play.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. Once you get past this, we're going into the territory of I don't know. I haven't played that demo yet, so I can't really speak on how it actually plays.
You're talking about that new game from Square-Enix?
The Origins one?
Strangers in Paradise or whatever.
I don't.
Yeah.
We should ask Josh how it was.
Is the demo out?
Yeah, it's out. You can go download it right now.
I thought it said it was coming soon.
No, like the moment it ended, it showed up. So I have it downloaded. I gotta play it.
I'm gonna go download it right now.
Well, I don't know. I just
maybe later.
Those characters just did nothing for me other than chaos.
It's because I'll break it. You guys aware of Tetsuya Nomura, the guy who ruined Square-Enix? I mean, the guy who made Kingdom Hearts. You guys are aware of him, right? You guys are aware of him. So he responded on Twitter about this, going like, "Oh, hey, I wanted to make more gritty, realistic characters, and that was my thing." And it's like, Nomura.
I saw that too. Yeah, actually, like just before I got on here, I saw that too. That
Nomura
open letter.
I'll say this.
Chaos. I am chaos.
He's decent at character design, but shit at everything else. Like that's all I can say about his game. So I'm looking at this. If he is not the director and not the producer of this game, there's hope. If he's touching those roles, Final Fantasy 15 all over again, back away, get your refund as fast as you can, boys. I'm not even joking. That's how I look at it. If his name is on a producer or director, walk away.
I liked Final 15 to a point. Like I thought the game had a great ending, but there's that like part there where it's like you're on a train, and like that's where the game gets really bad.
Yeah, where it like narrows out and just pushes you into the story all the time.
Yeah, like you have like a fun open world to run around, then you get on a train and spend like the next 5 hours on a train. He did
the same thing in Kingdom Hearts. He can't finish anything he touches. This one says any game where he's producer or director, walk away. You only got nothing we're paying. I'm not even joking. He's done this 4 times. Just walk away. He's a great character designer, but everything else,
I mean, it's not like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 are bad or something, you know.
Of course they're not bad. Of course not. Right. Just replay them and think Kingdom Hearts is enjoyable as how much memory you have to them. I'll leave it to that.
I mean, like, compared to 1 and 2 are a whole lot better.
After you only waited 10 plus years of your life. I mean, by that time I was a child. Now I'm a grown man. This is
yeah. The wait for Kingdom Hearts 3 was so long.
It was so long. I actually believed it was a joke.
Not rewarding at all.
It felt like Mother 3 being translated. You know, that felt like an eternal joke. It was God laughing at us. You know.
I think I had those on PS3, PS4, and however many other systems. I almost bought it on Xbox.
I have them on. I have those on the 2 PS3 versions. I have the same thing on PS4. Yeah. I've got Kingdom Hearts 3 on PS4. Yeah. And I still have sitting, I think, somewhere in the back of the pile, the original Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Yeah. That's
for PlayStation 2.
Yeah, I mean,
so nearly 4 generations of consoles this damn game's been on.
And the best part is, we're not even talking about the handhelds. We're not even talking about the handhelds at all. So the
Dream Drop
you got me, man. You got me good. It was a good prank, bro.
I mean, at least it's not as bad as these Final Fantasy 1 through 6 remaster of Steam mobile ports. Like,
well, you know what? The PC plays games. That's great. I mean, that's what they do. The PC of the gamers now.
You know what? I get it. Whatever. I get that they already had these versions, so all they're doing is updating the mobile ports. But like, I just feel like that's just total crap.
So I guess
Nintendo had these on their systems. Like, how are you not going to at least put it on the Switch? I get it if you don't want to put it on PS4. And
all right. I'm gonna break down this for you. As much as you may love the Nintendo, when it comes to volume per sale for the JRPG genre, is not good. They may have hits, but they don't do as good. The two places that buy JRPG in huge bulk volumes are the Sony boys, PC, and for some goddamn reason, mobile has like a bunch of crappy RPGs. Because Gacha is RPGs. Gacha is an RPG.
That's mostly because of the way that the Asian or Japanese structure is. Most of them either have PlayStations or PCs, and just about everybody in Japan has a mobile phone or several.
Yeah,
we've seen the guy playing 20 versions of Pokemon Go on a bicycle. Okay,
yeah. So the Switch is not mobile?
No, it's not. It's not a mobile. It's actually its own. Yeah, and even then,
it's still considered a console.
The Switch is a portable device, just like all the other DSs and
it's definitely considered a handheld.
This is a mobile.
The Square-Enix is being lazy. That's all it is.
No,
they're not. No. Yes, they are because they don't want to have to put it on
fantasy game with that 2D HD remake, and that would be 6. I'd be there. That'd be amazing.
Come on, like I get it. The Dragon Quest is your turn-based thing, and they don't want to be really associated with that stuff anymore. It seems like that's cool, and you have your other studios to do that, but it just bothers me that like that's how you treat your history. What you do.
History. Okay. You call it history. You do know back in the day, this is being unironic, Nintendo were assholes to everyone in the 90s, right?
I'm not saying Nintendo's not an asshole. We're not talking about Nintendo's history here.
You do know that Square had to fight fair and tooth to put Final Fantasy 1 through 4 just on the Super Nintendo. Nintendo.
Yeah,
so it's like, I want to go back to my history. If these guys just dicking me around, I'm even going the petty route. If we're just going
if we're doing that, then they would have never put any of that stuff on the GBA and remastered them, or they would have never put any of the other Final Fantasies on Switch, which they have done. I mean,
like I said,
7 through 12, they're there.
No.
Okay.
But 7 through 12 are absolutely terrible ports on the Switch, though.
Exactly. You got the worst conditioning, and the thing is, like I said,
to be honest, I think it's just a business decision. They go with what's best in Japan because remember, Square-Enix is still a Japanese company, and they will do what is right by the Japanese players. The most people that are playing out JRPGs in Japan are playing them on either a Sony console, a PC, or their mobile device. That's where their biggest market is in Japan. That's where they're going to cater to. Yes, it would be nice if they acknowledge the history and put stuff on the Switch, but the Switch isn't as big in Japan as it is in the West. So
I agree, but you're still
Japanese companies don't really give a flying rat's ass about the US right now.
No, they don't. They never have. We get. Do you understand like how insane it was for us to get Yakuza on half the games? Like, dude, do you guys ever play Valkyrie Chronicles? The idea that we got that massive legacy of an RPG just here is a fucking godsend. So trust me, Japan and us are no fucks given. Keith, tell them about how Japan loves rollback. How many times did big rollback for a fighting game? So get out of here. Japan is
Anyway, I think we'll back on topic here and talk about the show. Come on now.
Let's take a woosah on this.
I'll just end it by the fact that they still put mobile ports on PC. That's on them. Anyway,
that's fine.
I mean,
but I'm getting off this topic because we're going to be here a while. But I mean, other stuff really is just more Life is Strange, more. All that stuff.
The two things that they spent the biggest amount of time on were Guardians of the Galaxy, to the point where there were people in the chat on the stream going, "Stop! Enough! They're giving away too much of the game. Leave us some for us to actually play."
Like, oh man.
The problem isn't that long. If you look up the video on YouTube, it's just all that stuff at one time was too much for a 40-minute show. But then they
if they would have cut it down by like 10 minutes
of Life is Strange, which they didn't need to show.
Yeah,
like we already saw all that stuff, just a different version of that same information they showed us.
I can't believe that Square-Enix came to this event so unprepared, or thought that this is what people wanted to see. You've got Final Fantasy 16 that people wanted to see stuff for months,
and you got literally 2 seconds of footage of it in their wrap-up thing. That's it.
They also didn't show enough of the Wakanda stuff. Like everyone's looking forward to Black Panther and Avengers that I've talked to, and they showed nothing. It was garbage.
You know, this reminds you of, right? Let's say back in the early 2000s, remember Capcom was desperate for Western money? They made all these crappy like games that appeal to Westerners. Square-Enix is like, you know what? Let's not focus on what makes us money. Let's focus on the Westerns. Let's give you Guardians. Let's give you this Marvel. Let's give you some like, your childhood back. And let's not talk about what we have in the future. But we want.
I still think Sony has some kind of thing.
The two games that I'm most excited to play are like, I'll play the Final Fantasy one and I'll play Guardians.
Basically, which is a good, I guess, good enough.
I will play Life is Strange. I played all the other ones. I enjoy them. It's just I didn't need to see that stuff.
Yeah.
No one needed to see that stuff. It's everywhere.
They showed enough of it in the first one.
The remasters don't even look like remasters that much.
That's the magic. You slap that remaster. You saw the same game 10 years ago. Boom, people believe you.
There was like 2 scenes where I noticed a difference. Where like one where she's like crying and like you can actually make out her face, and then another one where it's like you can actually see some textures in like the seat behind her. Like that was it.
I feel like the good old con, man. We got nicer TVs now, so it's a remake, I guess.
I still feel like Sony has something with the 16 and 7 remake, or that we show them at our State of Plays. Because they're exclusive for us.
You'll see that stuff at a bigger event.
I'm honestly also surprised they didn't announce, I guess, more DLC or pump out Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy is a crack to these kids now. I mean, but
they already announced it like 2 weeks ago.
Exactly. Right. You just remind them, hey, we got some cool stuff. Just play our stuff.
I think we got to remember Square-Enix is just like Ubisoft. This is another thing for them. Like they're doing like 4 of these a year now.
This show was almost as bad as Gearbox. At least they showed something.
I don't know about that. At least Guardians had something.
Guardians saved it at the very least. Gearbox was just terrible.
I gave Gearbox an F. I'd at least give Square a C.
Yeah, that was
no. You should have given Gearbox an actual pile of shit. That was a show.
No, I mean that was a waste of time.
But just before the Square Enix the presentation went live, they were playing a replay of what was it? It's like Romancing Saga or something like that.
Yeah.
Something that was on its like 10th or 20th anniversary or something.
Yeah, Romance.
Why couldn't they like have gone? Hey, there's an anniversary for this game. We're gonna.
They already released all those. Yeah, they released all of them already. They just did Romancing Saga, like I think the last time, and then they just showed it up on Twitter. Oh, it's coming out today or whatever. It's like the Saga games and the Mana games are getting all the releases, and then everything else is kind of we'll do it whenever. So
that Final Fantasy Origins demo is 11 gigs.
11 gigs of edginess. We're in there, boys.
Yeah, I mean, imagine it's not that long. So
it can't be.
I do appreciate they're like doing different stuff with their Origins. Like if you're gonna go in this direction of, or we're gonna change a lot of how this happened, or we're gonna bring you different side stories of this stuff, then that's cool. I mean,
I'm looking through the Wikipedia of Square Enix video games, and man, they really don't have much when you look at it.
No.
They got like Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, Kingdom Hearts.
When it comes to
the Saga series, there is really nothing else they could have.
No, they don't have they have a lot of
one-offs.
Yeah.
Like they could have done something for the Valkyria like series, or maybe even Front Mission, but that's about it. They haven't really got that much to pull up.
It'd be nice if they brought like Valkyria Profile back or whatever.
What about that Babylon's Fall game that's apparently a live service?
Yeah, that was weird.
But then again, I said I wanted something to do with Chrono Trigger, but
Oh man, yeah.
That we're just wishing at the world at this point because
would you like a live service Chrono Trigger spinoff?
Oh my god!
Oh jeez.
You were excited for that Babylon's Fall, Keith. I mean,
I am so disappointed. So disappointed.
Chrono Trigger Online. Let's do it.
Yeah, we're all stuck in time together.
Babylon Fall looks like crap, and then they came back. It was like, oh, it's a live service. I'm done. I don't care. Done.
It looked playable up until I heard the live service stuff. I was like, oh, so okay, so my money there at least.
I watched the other two shows. I thought there's some decent stuff in there. I wouldn't spend the 3 hours it takes to watch both of them. So it's like that's.
I sat through all of yesterday's stuff last night before bed. I think that was like 2 hours of my life pretty much wasted.
Are you talking about the future show and the PC?
Yeah, the future show and PC gaming show.
They were not. They were not good.
No.
Like,
I heard there was a glove that helps you click faster.
That didn't help.
No. I just there was especially PC gaming had so many ads. I was like, well, I'm just going to keep fast forward until we get to something. I like that Academia dodgeball game that they showed. That looks pretty cool. It's like Golf Story with dodgeball with some good animation.
I'm still saying at this point the best presentation, and it's weird to say this, goes to Devolver Digital so far.
I mean,
man.
Just like their brand.
I gave them an A+. So.
Max Pass Plus. It's all about the Max Pass Plus.
All the digital. Those guys are trolls. Have you seen how they advertise their games everywhere else? They literally. Have you seen the commercial they made for Pedro's Your Friend, where they just had a talking banana talk to you about what the birds and the bees? I mean, those guys look like a crap.
I get the emails, dude. I get the emails from them.
Exactly. They're the only guy. They had a fake freaking convention where they just sitting there clapping about the pretending to be like the Apple. It was great. Those guys do not give a crap about what they're doing, and they still make money.
They took a lot of shots at the industry.
They do, yeah. That's what they do.
I appreciate that they tied the entirety of all their E3 shows into like this last narrative here for this one. I was like, man, these people are something else.
It's all about the lore, baby. It's all about the lore.
Who would have thought Devolver would have lore?
I don't know what she does for Devolver, but it's that one lady who's like, they say that she's the CEO in their show. But she like walks forward and they blast her in the face with streamers. Kudos for her to go just stand there while that thing just.
You want to hear some of the truth about her? She's their marketing director. She's the one who makes the memes.
Yeah,
she's awesome.
It's like
she is the memes.
She is the memes. Yeah, exactly.
So that's what are we all going to agree that the Devolver so far is the best?
No,
the only ones who actually did work were that way.
I think if we're talking about games, Xbox had the best show, but if we're talking about overall presentation, it's absolutely Devolver.
Yeah, presentation.
Pretty much.
It was Microsoft.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. It was actually Gearbox because I got to see Randy Pitchford on location.
Oh God!
For nothing.
That guy. God, you know what? I'm gonna go over here. I hate Randy Pitchford. You know what? I have Borderlands 3. It's okay game. We have Season 1 DLC. It's great. Season 2, nothing. We got a brand new game he's working on, some crappy movie. And I'm sitting here. I already pre-ordered the Season 2 DLC. I got nothing. Oh, here's some ways from last year you did. Go.
They gave you what a battle royale mode that's only for single player and some director's cut content is what it was.
So goddamn useless.
And there's like 2 separate skin packs that you don't get with it and everything. It's a ripoff.
It's honestly, man. I really Randy Pitchford.
At least he didn't do Magic. He didn't make Eli Roth.
But you wasted your time for 20 minutes. That's enough, right there.
There's no Magic.
He always wastes our time. What's the difference there?
There's no Magic, and there's no like tapes of videos himself. Oh, God. I mean, honestly, all the priorities wrong with that company. Like, it's just so wrong. Just make the game. Just promise the thing you're supposed to do. But no, it's Randy Pitchford. What he's going to expect?
So, do we think that Take-Two shows anything tomorrow with that panel, or is that just going to be a panel? Or?
I don't know, but I'm not looking forward to anything from that. So,
yeah.
As of tomorrow, the only thing I really care about is Capcom.
Yeah.
I'll be there for Capcom.
Let's get disappointed again. Capcom Arcade. Let's go.
Yeah, Resident Evil Village stuff, probably. Yeah.
There's going to be Resident Evil Village stuff that's going to be shown or talked about. So, I mean, they're not going to disappoint. They're just not going to be what everybody wants to see.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Don't get your hopes up for like RE4 remake or whatever.
One, right? No.
No,
I mean, if they do this as one more thing, I think that would really
what they'll
get
do,
people going.
I had this as a joke, but I think they're gonna do this to combat everybody's need for rollback. They'll give rollback for Street Fighter Hyper Fighting itself for $25.
Oh dear God! The fact that it's hyper fighting is just
not super turbo, not super turbo hyper fighting, because
I would like to believe that one leak they had is going to be true, where they had like Dragon's Dogma 2 and stuff on there for like 2022. Maybe we'll see that there.
They
but
said some of that stuff was legit. That Street Fighter 6 is legit. The Monster Hunter Rise coming to PC was legit.
Street Fighter 6. I mean, they're gonna keep their relevancy. That's all I could say.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many more
next version of that, so they can give you the turbo, then the super turbo, then the aftermarket super turbo.
Yeah, I'm just like, just play Guilty Gear, just play a better fighting game.
The problem with that is the market will continue to buy the games. See Call of Duty. So as long as the market continues to buy these games, they'll continue to make these games.
I wish Call of Duty would stop selling, man. 10 studios.
I feel the same way.
10 studios making Call of Duty, and it's wasted talent, man. Those guys.
Yeah.
Everybody from those talents play, or those like devs have put out like good games. Like Singularity was cool. Then like they just consumed like the Tony Hawk devs to do that. And it's wasted talent just to make them do like bullet physics for Warzone
for another year. I know, Jesus, half-ass bullet physics too. Jeez.
Yeah.
My shotgun has no trouble. My sniper has
can't get like a dedicated anti-cheat system.
Oh God.
All right. Well, I mean, anything else that you guys want to discuss before we get out of here?
You didn't ask everybody else what their favorites were from today. You just asked me, man.
I asked you. I'm sorry. We all got into a big conversation about stuff.
Yeah, we got into a big conversation.
So what is your? I thought everybody would just mention it at some point while we were talking about it. But,
no, I was the only one who did it. So,
Matt, do you have any favorite thing from today?
My favorite thing is that Todd Howard showed up for 5 seconds.
Your favorite?
Away. That was my favorite. My favorite game was that when Square-Enix came out, when they say we're gonna make a new HD remake, Chrono Trigger did not, so that was great. I respect that wholeheartedly. And I think honestly the only thing, Starfield looked interesting, but I was looking for the Outer Worlds different game. Outer Worlds is what I'm looking forward to because Obsidian is just a huge FU to Bethesda, and every game they make is better than Bethesda. So why don't you play their games? I'm being serious. Play Obsidian games. They're better. They're just better.
Grounded is
they are good.
They made
Karl,
the good
I'd say out of the games that were announced, I'd probably go with Guardians. Is sort of my number one pick out of what we saw today. But yeah, the second would have to be Forza. Because I'm sure, like, when that all happens, Keith and I are going to be sitting there on an Xbox each other all over the world.
Like, yep. Don't bother me ever again. Let me play this game.
Yeah. Just for everybody's knowledge, the Outerhaven's going to shut down when Forza Horizon comes out.
Don't come looking for it. It's dead.
Because Keith's not going to bother doing anything except play that game.
Hey, man, I am not the Outerhaven. There's more than one person there.
Sure.
Yeah. Right.
You guys can function just fine.
5 of us here, and there's more. So,
And I'm pretty sure, like, we had a good run. We had a good run, boys. We had a good run.
Kyle, what was your favorite thing at a?
I mean, this might sound weird, but I got to go with Replaced to be like the coolest game that we watched. But I mean, everything looked good. I'm excited about Redfall because I just love Arcane. So. I mean, the only thing mentionable from Square-Enix is obviously the Guardians of the Galaxy, which I have already reserved. So,
you got your.
Hey, there you go. They got you.
Hell yeah! I gave him $70. I want the good version. Damn it! I want all those games.
$70 already. All right. Yeah.
I'm gonna sit there and wait until
$10 extra if you give me extra stuff, as long as you're charging $60 for the standard.
I will sit there and wait for them to send me the email saying, "Hey, would you like a review copy?"
Yeah, I'm gonna take a chill back on that one. I'll wait till it drops to 40. I'm
gonna become an influencer. I'm done.
I understand
you guys.
Yeah, I'm more of a argument grain price guy, but I honestly hope it's good. I honestly hope it's good.
If you gotta grade the conferences really, or the two, I guess, that we have to talk about here, really.
A and a D. Microsoft A, Square Enix a D. Only because of Guardians of the Galaxy. That is it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That is it.
Is anybody going different than that?
I say A and C just because of like the beginning of the end of Square Enix. Like that. I mean, Final Fantasy will be cool even if it's not your cup of tea. At least it's something new and different.
I'd say a B plus and probably a C minus.
Yeah.
So Microsoft gets the B plus and Square Enix gets a C minus.
I get the I give Microsoft a C plus and I give Square Enix like a hard D minus. Microsoft did their job. Look, we're praising them for showing video games. They should have been doing this in the last couple of shows. So they doing it now. It's like great. I mean, good for you, but you've been doing this months ago. But you know what?
No, they always show video games.
The new thing now is they've definitely got a shift in focus now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like they learned from their other failures.
But
see the problem
is the generation. They're really showing that they're changing their attitude. I don't know who was in charge and calling the shots. Yeah. But someone's definitely changed their attitude to the point where like gaming is more of a central focus than it was. So
I mean, by hang on a second. By that grading logic, that just means, hey, you were a fuck up 2 years ago, so I'm going to grade you according to 2 years ago versus what you're doing now. That's not a fair assessment at all.
That is a fair assessment.
That's not.
Here's why it's fair.
To be honest, Microsoft has come along leaps and bounds in their presentation, going from, hey, we're going to release the what was the Xbox 360 or the Xbox One? The
Xbox One.
Yes, where it was going to. Where it was going to be your TV, sports, and by the way, you can't play secondhand games on this thing.
Oh, and you got to use the Connect.
And you have to use Connect all the time. To being, hey,
and you had to be online once a day to get verified. You were still connected.
The poor Connect.
You know the funny thing is, they won on that one because guess what you're doing with Game Pass?
Yeah.
You have to be connected to the internet, and you have to be valid in order to use it. And there is no secondhand copies of the games. So everything that they originally wanted, they've gotten.
Thank you, Carl. You finally saw the light. Exactly. It's like honestly, And here's why I also get a C plus. Again, they did everything they were supposed to do, but that's enough, and that's good for them. But it's not like groundbreaking. Okay. They did what they're supposed to do. Groundbreaking would be like they came out there, blew everything up the water, literally said, "Come at me," and started dropping like DMX rap songs. Rest in peace, DMX.
So what else were they supposed to? What else were they supposed to show?
Well,
to get above
it wasn't so much. Well, he does that. While Microsoft has done a decent thing. The thing that I always come away from these press conferences is there something that they've announced that I am going to go straight away now and pre-order? You know, like Kyle did with
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Like Guardians of the Galaxy. He's put down for that straight away. Do I feel that I got that from Microsoft? No way, no. Because at least 90% of what they announced today, or this morning or this evening or whatever, time zones are weird, is all on Game Pass. As long as I keep my Game Pass subscription going.
I would say this.
I understand that, but the thing is, I want to walk away knowing I want to buy games, not buy a service.
Okay,
they sold me on Game Pass already.
Exactly.
Everything that I would buy too comes out next year. Everything that I would pre-order immediately comes out next year.
Yeah,
but see, that's
my $18 a month. I spend my $18 a month on the service. They've already sold me on the service. They don't need to sell it to me again. Now, sell me games again.
No, but that's the problem. It's not you. They're trying to sell other people that haven't bought the service yet.
Here's the thing.
You mean the people who can't buy a bloody Xbox?
Yeah. No. Hang on.
But you don't have to have an Xbox, though.
Hang on, guys. I think the problem with Xbox Game Pass is, and we talked about this in the past, Carlos. It is an attack on two different fronts.
Yes.
You can have Xbox Game Pass, and you don't have to pay for these games at all. On the flip side, you can play on Xbox Game Pass. Okay, I like this game. I'm going to buy it for real and get a discount while I'm buying it. Because the thing is, certain games do get rotated off of Game Pass. and you'll have to buy it eventually. Or you're like, you know what?
Yes.
I don't want to keep paying for Game Pass because actually it's going to charge you more.
But the thing is,
than
a
actually
lot
buying the game.
of the games,
it's $120 more a year just to do it.
a lot of the games that they announced today are a lot of what they would now consider first-party games, either made by Xbox or made by Bethesda. Those games don't go away.
Yeah,
they stay on the service.
I still buy my stuff.
Those games,
even as a Game Pass subscriber, I use Game Pass to basically play things that are like small indie games.
But I'll buy the other stuff.
Yeah.
So,
like Forza Horizon, I bought it, and I'm going to buy this one because I don't want to rely on Game Pass.
Well, that's just because you love
you love that.
Yeah. I mean, I do the same thing with Gears and Halo, so I get where Keith is coming from.
Yeah, it's like, Carl pointed out exactly what I said. Like, it's exactly what I believe. It's like, did it do a good job showing? Yeah. Well, it's like, wow, but it's like, it didn't really, it made me like reinforce, like, wow, I should just use my free subscription I got on Game Pass, all the one sitting in my email. I guess I should use it eventually. But hey, that's it. That's all it did told me. It's like, get Game Pass. I mean, if that's the core of the company, go for it. Other than that,
but that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get so many subscribers to Game Pass where it will fund itself.
And I mean, imagine how much money they're making off that thing right now. Last time they did it was like 23 million subscribers.
Yeah,
$15 a month for Ultimate.
Imagine they can get to like 40.
It's awesome.
I mean, but at that point, should you just focus as a service company, stop making games? If that's the ultimate goal, I mean, that's something I believe in. Like,
but
that's not the same thing at all.
No, because look at Netflix. Netflix keeps making more stuff because
Netflix keeps buying up stuff.
Yeah, so
but Netflix could actually just sit on their ass and let people do things for them.
But the thing is that Microsoft now owns that many studios, especially with the acquisition of Bethesda or ZeniMax, whatever you want to call it, that they don't need to really produce much stuff. They could actually rely on Bethesda to keep bumping.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No,
you depend on Bethesda to make all your games? Are you serious?
I trust Bethesda to make one game a year.
I don't know, man. Arcane makes some good stuff. So if I was going to Bethesda to Arcane, I would. Yeah, they're like phenomenal.
Every 2 to 3 years, I mean, you'd be waiting for a game.
That's true.
And we'd be right back at it. Xbox has no games. No, they have games. They just don't have any new games.
Yeah,
new games.
And now they have new games, and people are saying that's not enough.
Their quality isn't good enough.
They have new games, but I look at them. They're new games. I mean, I guess appeal to somebody, but I'm sitting here like I guess I'll wait for something else.
Yeah,
I mean, Scarlet.
I wish Rare was there with Everwild.
Yeah. Where's Rare? Yeah, where's my Banjo Kazooie? I mean, Banjo 2D3.
And also keep in mind, I mean, we should be cutting this short.
Where's my
Yeah, I mean, they had a lot of games that they didn't show. That are still in the back. You know,
like a Valve, they said that's not going to be there. Don't look for it. It's not coming.
Hellblade 2, not there.
Fable and Hellblade weren't going to be there.
Yeah,
Hellblade.
I mean, we don't. There's like that's the thing. It's like it's not like Sony where Sony has all of their stuff already came out. So now it's like we're starting again. Microsoft just has a lot of stuff that they need to keep cooking, and then it's going to come out, and then we'll be able to start speculating about what they're doing. You know, I'm just glad Psychonauts 2 is finally coming out.
Yeah, like, I know. After Tim Schafer were both like $5 million for people as always. But yeah, let's get Psychonauts 2 from Class C to AOL, you know? Jeez. Do you even know? No, you know Tim Schafer like lied and stole to make Bright.
Well, yeah, man, of course.
So I'm going to my childhood's in the hands of a guy who's going to steal from me. That's just great. I love my childhood, you know?
You pay taxes, Matt, right?
I always pay taxes.
Okay, you're doing the same thing.
Yeah, I mean,
taxation's not theft. Taxation's reality.
Dude, the guy is a salesman. He's trying to get his games made. I mean,
salesman.
Do what you got to do.
Oh, cool. That's what you call it. Salesman. Okay. When I break your kneecaps and sell you medicine, that's salesmanship. Right?
Welcome to the North American medical
system.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
We gave you this medicine that gave you this issue. Now use this medicine that will give you another issue, but it'll help you with this issue.
Keep buying medicine and keep
buying. Buy the new one. Yeah, buy the new.
Go to the doctor again so we can get more medicine.
Yeah, we'll see because there was a disclaimer on the bottle.
Yeah, this one's a disclaimer, but yeah. Honestly, I'm just super stuffed about Psychonauts 2.
This is why I love living in Australia. We don't have any of that shit.
Yeah, you got that sweet government laws protecting you.
Yeah, you got.
sweet.
You got that stuff for you. But all right, so we talked about everything. Thank you guys for being on. We will have a lot more stuff. Kyle and I are working on the day 2 review for these 2 shows, even though you pretty much heard what we're going to say in that written part. And, of course, everybody's doing news.
The exact same thing we already said.
Carl just did Ninja Gaiden 2 or Ninja Gaiden Collection.
Review on that game. Oh, boy.
Yeah. And Guilty Gear Strive as well. So
Carl's review was nice. Go read Josh's review. Holy crap!
Yes.
No, I already played it.
He's not happy.
It's not good.
He's not happy about this review.
I have the same feeling as Josh as well. Like it's
not good. It's not good. But hey, I mean, Nigaki got to check at the end of the day. So,
how can you say that's a collection when there's no collection? They're all 3 separate games, and if you already had Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 as a backwards compatible, what is even the point of buying this?
You're not remastered?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Nah, I mean they look good on a Series X or whatever.
Let's put it this way:
upscaled, I guess.
It's the joke I said earlier. Everything looks great because you have a new TV now. So you have a new TV. It looks better than it looked before. CRTs are trash.
Yeah. I mean, but it doesn't look like, oh my God, you're gonna go crazy. I mean, we're still talking about an original Xbox game,
and just speaking honestly about the Ninja Gaiden collection, the fact that it's a segmented versions, meaning you're getting the PlayStation 3 versions, which were already 720p to begin with.
Yeah.
So all you're really getting is a 1080p upgrade on it, which isn't very much when you think about it. Whereas if they went back and actually had the original, like the Ninja Gaiden Black from the Xbox days and upgraded that, then that would have been a proper remaster.
Well, you know why they did that, right?
Because they don't have the code.
They lost the code.
They lost the code. Like, how do you lose source code? I don't understand that.
Let's say that happened in Mass Effect with that one DLC.
Same with Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah. Yep.
Same with Panzer Dragoon RPG.
Yep.
Final Fantasy 8.
Great game.
It probably gets lost, like Randy Pitchford in a USB stick.
Well, you're not wrong. Actually, a lot of these things will turn up eventually. Like there's been that many source codes and stuff that have just reappeared on random like eBay sales of development devices and stuff like that. Like that type of stuff's happened. Then you've got the leaks that happened to CD Projekt Red, which was like, hey, Cyberpunk source code's out there. Can somebody fix the game, please?
Fix the game. Of course.
I don't know, man. I don't know how broken that game was. I played on the series, actually, they say is the best one. So
I played on the PC. It was broken.
Still a little goofy.
I played on the PS.
But...
I played on the PS4, and I just wanted to use the disc as a frisbee, which I pretty much did because I sent it back to the store the next day.
You're like, look, a nice cup holder.
And then, funnily enough, I picked it up on the Xbox One for $10 the other day, and this was a second-hand copy that was still sealed.
Wow.
It was $10.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining. We will be here again with Capcom.
Capcom
and probably I don't know if we're even going to do a post show because that might be the only show we do. So, but yeah, Capcom, and we'll see y'all later, everybody.
Bye.
See
you.
Bye.